everyone, to today's episode of Getting Over the Hump with Angie B and Bartee. This is a weekly talk show filled with music, messages, laughs, and stories of love.
Our theme song was produced by the incomparable DJ Shaheen, and each week we'll bring you music from other independent recording artists. We'll bring you information from business owners and messages of love from ministry leaders. We'll feature books, authors, upcoming special events, and so much more. So get out your text messages and your tweets. Tell all your friends and family to log on because they'll be in for a very special treat as we bring you today's episode of Getting Over the Hump with Angie B and Bartee.
Now, come and check us out live.
Hey, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's episode of Getting Over the Hump with Angie B.
That's me, and this is my husband, Bartee. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome.
Welcome. We're back in 2023.
Yeah.
New Year's has started. We talked about last month. Well, we talked about last week. New Year's resolutions.
Now it's almost the King holiday.
Yeah.
Time to take the Christmas lights down. And the Christmas tree. Time to take it down.
My lights and trees are already down, but let's go out and celebrate Martin Luther King's day. Remembering history. As you see, I'm a little tired. My body's been
don't look at me. I ain't did nothing to your body. Nothing. Nothing to it.
But I am tired.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. You need some ginkgo biloba or something?
No. That's what I need. Some ice water.
Oh, you must be tired if you drink.
The show must go on.
Yes, the show must go on.
And we thank all of you for, again, inviting us into your home.
Thanks, y'all.
If you're in a car or you're on your tablet, wherever you might be.
If you're at church.
Yeah. We're thankful for you.
Thankful. Thank you. I'm even very thankful for the folks that gave us a topic for tonight. A topic has been sent our way. Tonight's topic is misunderstanding among couples. Misunderstanding. So, if you have a misunderstanding that you would like for us to discuss, if you know of a misunderstanding, if you heard that somebody else had a misunderstanding, you can send it to us. Just text it to the number that you now see at the bottom of the screen. Got the phone right here. We will bring it up and discuss it. We ain't gonna call your name or nothing, but we will discuss it. And then you will realize that you are not alone. It happens to a lot of folks.
Oh, yes. It happens to a lot of folks. So, the caller or the person that gave us our topic for the night, what exactly does it say?
Misunderstanding among couples.
Okay, that's a broad.
Yeah, well, we got an hour to kill, so we can discuss a few versions of that. So
okay, so now you have a misunderstanding. So what's the problem?
No, that show comes on Thursdays at 7 p.m. with our host, Laretha Simon.
Oh, okay. Maybe she was listening and she might wanted to interject something there. It all depends on what the problem is. A misunderstanding could be anything. So, do you want to know how you deal with it, or I mean, that's kind of broad. But you have a misunderstanding. You talk about it, and there's no. It's okay to agree to disagree. Believe that it's okay to do that. Everybody handles communication skills differently than others. So it all depends on the person, what the situation is.
That sounds kind of general.
And well, it has to be general. It's just to each his own.
Okay.
Because we don't give out. We don't tell you what to do.
Won't give advice.
Advice at all. We just tell you to stay prayed up. And I always say that your conscience be your guide.
That's what he always say, unfortunately.
Yes.
Okay, so shout outs to our viewers. Sonia Bennett, thank you for sharing. Thank you.
Sonia.
I appreciate you. I hope that means that you know some people that may want to contribute to the conversation.
You said you thanking Sonia for sharing. So what did she share?
She took the show and put it on her page.
Oh, okay.
So all of her peoples. And her people's.
Okay.
Well, and her people's.
Let them chime in.
Chime in. Okay, very special shout out to Jasmine, my baby girl.
Jasmine Guy?
Ooh, better than Jasmine Guy.
Okay.
Jasmine. Simmons, better than. Jasmine told me something this week that could have been received as a misunderstanding. Okay? Evidently, there's this situation going on now called imposter syndrome. You ever heard of that?
No, I haven't.
Okay,
It's on TV.
Okay, say for example, somebody told you, "Oh, Bartee, you are a fabulous singer. You bring Motown to life. I didn't know the lyrics to some of them love songs until you delivered them, and you are so good," right?
Okay.
And in your mind, you thinking, they must be talking about somebody else. That can't be me. I'm not. And so that is my understanding of the definition of imposter syndrome. Now, back in the day, Grandmama and them's day, if a child came up to a parent and said, "I don't think I can do that. I don't believe I'm capable," that mama or daddy them would have been like, "You can do anything you put your mind to. You just have to have better self-esteem. You just have to That could have been a misunderstanding between that couple, between the mother and the child. Maybe the parent was trying to encourage that child, and it just didn't come out that way. What you think, Jamila? Jamila watching?
Hey, you all. Jamila now.
Thank you, Daddy. Thank you.
Again, it all depends. Again.
I'm just saying. I think miscommunication can come from both persons' point of view. Like, if you pass gas and I tell you it stink and you tell me I don't smell nothing, that's
where you can agree to disagree.
That's a misunderstanding.
Well, that's agree to disagree.
It could be.
Yes.
So send your questions and comments, y'all, so that we can discuss them. Please do. Please, ma'am. Please, sir. The other thing that I think about a misunderstanding among couples always seems to come from newlyweds. For some reason, newlyweds may think, "Oh, well, I thought you would sell your house and move into mine." And other newlyweds thought, "Oh, I thought you would send me to get my nails done once a week." And, "Oh, I thought you'd have dinner on the table every night when I came home from work." And, "Oh, I thought you really wanted to have kids." These could be some misunderstandings among couples. And for folks like some of us that's been married more than 2 minutes, we think, well, that could be resolved with a conversation.
Yes, could be.
But you think you should have had the conversation before you got married, or?
Yeah, you should have had that conversation before you got married. Depends if it's kids or whatever it is that you had concerned about. You should have talked about that. And a lot of things you don't know until you get deep in the marriage or you get deep and involved in a relationship.
What you mean?
I mean, you can talk about stuff, but you just don't know.
What you mean?
That's what I mean. A lot of things you just don't know about a person until you get,
deep into it.
Yeah.
Then it's too late.
Well, it's never too late. Ain't never too late.
It's too
As long
late.
as you living, it ain't never too late.
All right. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. I am very grateful for the ability to talk about things.
Yes.
Not just walk away from things. Be able to talk about things.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Sometimes walking away is good. So that's where you come to the point where you disagree to agree.
You
Agree to disagree. So sometimes that is warranted.
My daddy said, Green Acres is the place to be. You and my wife, Green Acres, here we come. I guess you gon' we're gonna have a misunderstanding. I'm still your wife. I'm still going with you.
Green Acres.
I think that's what daddy means.
Where the pitchfork then? I used to watch Green Acres. Or is that the wrong one?
Well, I've continued to see, because I'm an officiant, and when I agree to perform a service for a couple, I strive to take them through pre-marriage questions. Not necessarily counseling. Sometimes people think of counseling as, is something wrong with me? No, we've been married once before. We knew. Well, if you've been married once before, maybe you need to. But anyhow, I go through a series of questions, and I appreciate and give a shout out to Angeline, my child. This week, she reminded me that some of the questions I presented to her and Christopher really helped to stimulate the conversation. Thank you, Jesus.
Well, that's great. That's what you need. And I'm assuming, but you know what they say about assuming. That's what the purpose of the.
You can assume anytime you want, dear.
Okay, well,
I'll let you know when you're wrong.
Well, that's another disagree to agree. That's that's what you have. Just before you get married. When the pastor or someone sits down with the bride and the groom and have that conversation.
You are tired. You need some caffeine, baby?
I'm good.
What you been doing? Make you some... Never mind.
I've been working.
Oh!
That's what I've been doing.
Oh, okay.
But, yes, you need to have that conversation. But again, things,
have several conversations.
Yeah, well,
And be ready to accept whatever the answer is.
Yes, indeed.
We have our first comment. It comes from Sonia Bennett up in Michigan. She says, sometimes one part of the couple... Turtles stay away from their partner.
Turtles stay away from their partner?
Yeah. And then the other part of the couple feels like they've been, avoided, or somebody was mad at them. Yeah, you can't.
Sometimes one part of the couples.
Okay, you know how you get quiet, you go off, you a turtle. I leave you alone. If I go knocking on the shell, your head might come out and turn around and bite me. So I just leave you as a turtle. I think that's what she's talking about.
Okay. Well.
And then the other person feels like, oh, they avoid me. They mad. I'm in the doghouse. And then Sonya comes back to say, men don't often communicate their feelings. Now, I do agree.
I don't agree.
That men don't, but women don't communicate their feelings effectively sometimes. I think sometimes we be so busy crying and hurt and in our feelings, all that, and we're not communicating.
Okay, well, men, see, you can't say men.
Why not?
You gotta say some.
Huh.
Because men, you can communicate, and if your partner still don't understand what's going on, then it's going to be, again, the assumption that, he's not communicating his feelings to be known. But if you know that person, your man or your boyfriend or significant other, when you sit down and have a conversation, and you know his thoughts, it's just like asking the man what size shoe his wife wears. Or what's her favorite color? It
all depends.
There you go. See,
in the summertime, it could be hot pink. Alopecia Awareness Month, it could be royal blue.
It just, I just said that, maybe that took it too far to the left.
Okay.
But communications, express how they feel. But then again, if it's not being reciprocated, then there you go. Again, there's the problem.
Tonight's topic is misunderstanding among couples. And we feel like a couple could be husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, baby daddy, and them. Parents could misunderstand. I heard a good conversation between a father and son. They were both talking about boxing, but two different aspects of boxing. Or mother and daughter. When I'm talking to my children about make a salad, it could be whatever 2 pieces of lettuce I got in the refrigerator. But when they talk about it, it could have this and that and all these different toppings, and I'm full just listening to it. So different aspects of the topic can lead to misunderstanding among couples, don't you think?
Yeah, again, yes. A lot of things could lead up to that. I mean, communication, but it has to be received by both parties.
Oops, sorry.
I mean, we still going back to communicating with each other. But then again, the bottom line of that is understanding.
Okay. Well, I also heard that there could be a miscommunication between couples in terms of we supposed to go somewhere. We supposed to go to a book signing, right?
Okay.
We know we supposed to be there at 6 o'clock. 4:30, I'm still in the bed watching TV.
Okay.
You in another room, you holler, hey, you know it's 4:30. I'm like, oh God, it's 4:30. I know we got to get up. I know I got to get dressed, put on a bra and lipstick. Oh. But I don't want to tell you that I don't want to go.
Okay.
So I know you're in the other room, so I just sent you a text. Honey, could you please go and represent? Because I just don't feel like wine. And you text me back and said, okay, I'll go. That was a different form of communication for us, because sometimes I don't say stuff to you because I don't want the rebuttal. But with a text, I know you simple. You'll do okay or yes. You won't go into a whole lot of explanation in a text.
What do you mean by rebuttal? I mean, if whoever the situation that I'm with, if I give out the way it comes, so if it's incorrectly when it comes to me, some people might say you got to be the better person, but that's how I communicate. I'm gonna give what I get. I don't know these other people, how they communicate. I mean, communication sometimes can be hard. You just got to keep trying. So sometimes it can. But you should never give up. As long as you're living, you still got to keep talking, and because communication is the key.
It's the key.
And we talk about that all the time.
Okay, I know we got some more comments.
Okay,
and they coming in, but first we have to talk about California. Yes, we are making plans to be in El Segundo March 17th and the 18th. And
El Segundo.
very good.
Last time I said something like a Mexican.
It's all
Segundo.
right. It's all right.
Please forgive me.
The Lord is taking us places that we can't even pronounce. So, somebody asked if a special event was going to take place in El Segundo, and this video is the answer to your question.
Hey everybody, I'm Bartee, and we're coming to California. Now, we're going to have the pound cake challenge once again. My belly is not satisfied, and I'm searching for judges. If you want to be a judge, please contact the information that's at the bottom of the screen. But again, I'm the one that's making the final decision. But I ain't looking for that. I'm looking for a buttered pound cake. I don't want nothing in my cake, nothing on my cake, nothing on top of my cake, nothing inside of my cake. I don't want no chocolate. That look like mold there. But I'm looking for, oh yes indeed. I'm looking for a buttered pound cake that could have a little more, could be a little more darker. But please come out. Entry fee is only $10. I'm giving away $100 as the total prize. So be interested. You got a good recipe, and you know how to make a pound cake. Please come out and see if I can take my pound cake home. Now we're gonna be like I say, we're gonna be in El Segundo. Did I say that right? El Segundo. Sounds like Mexican, like we're going over to Mexico. But it's California, y'all, at the Cambria Hotel. So come check us out. We're gonna have a great time. And we'd like to thank our hosts for inviting us down to California. So until we meet again, bring that pound cake with you. See you there. I could have did that commercial live right now. El Segundo
Pound cake challenge. Yes, it is. It's coming. So, just to answer your question, I know Jerlene Rideau has already said her daughter gonna win the pound cake challenge.
We'll see. A lot of people thought they was gonna win.
And a few people didn't even show up because they got intimidated.
I don't know what it is. Hey, now this is a friendly competition. It's in fun. I mean, but some people, they different, and like I've been in sports all my life.
Half your life.
Half my life.
Thank you. I mean, you can't say all.
Even when I was a baby, I was competitive. But anyway,
I've been with you almost 10 years, and you ain't done nothing athletic. So,
I mean, when I exercise, it's athletic.
When do you do that?
When have I done that? Matter of fact, I just rode my bike again 2 days ago. I hadn't rode a long time.
And been sore ever since.
And my neighbor, he was coming out with his bike. We just got home. So, hey, I want to get on my bike and ride.
You got to stretch before.
Man, we rode. Well, I came home, my butt was sore. And yeah, I mean, but anyway.
I'll rub you down if you're still hurting, baby.
I'm good now.
Oh, well, I missed out.
But I forgot my train.
That's all right. We was talking about how men don't communicate.
No, ain't. We was talking about something else.
And then the next question is, how can you understand if you don't know what the situation is? Some men will keep the facts of what they're going through, which don't get a partner an opportunity to help or listen or even empathize or even understand.
So what we talking about? This is a man thing?
Well, no,
I think women do that more so than men.
Nah.
Women, they're
We'll
inside.
tell you.
No, I don't think
My
so.
feet hurt. I got a headache. Leave me alone. We'll tell you.
Again, it all depends on the person
We'll
and situations. Because
We'll
all that, yeah, you don't, yeah.
We'll
Okay, we're going to talk about us.
Okay.
Sometimes I don't know exactly what's going on. Me and my wife, we might have a disagreement to agree to disagree. Just like you just never know what they say, mama's baby, daddy's maybe. It's like that, you know. You just don't know what's in a woman's heart. You don't know. They ain't gonna tell you everything. I don't care what they say. They ain't gonna tell you everything. And I'm sure men probably the same way. Yeah, I'm sure I probably got some secrets that I ain't saying. That's how life is. Everybody ain't gonna tell it all. I don't care what they lying. If they tell you, they telling it all. They lying.
Okay, so let's talk about Samson and Delilah in the Bible, because Samson didn't tell it all.
I don't know if he told it all or not.
Well, at first he didn't. Delilah kept asking, "What's the secret to your strength? What's the secret? What's the secret?" And Samson was like, "I ain't gonna tell you."
Maybe God told him not to tell him.
Right.
Okay.
He could have just said to Delilah, "Baby, you know I love you, but God told me not to tell nobody, and using somebody, so I can't tell you."
But he didn't have to say that. If he
How come he didn't? It could
because
have said.
he told what did he tell her?
I'll go look it up.
No, you were saying something. You just said that he before we got on that conversation. He said she told.
Well, sometimes I think we have to misunderstandings come because we don't think about the other person. We don't consider the other person's feelings. Like, this just me. I'm thinking Samson figured, well, God told me not to tell nobody, so that's good enough for me. But Delilah may be thinking, oh, well, I wonder, do my breath stink? Or I wonder if my butt looks too big in this dress. You know, I think women factor in a whole lot of extra
and
stuff.
that's why he didn't tell her his strength?
No, he didn't tell her because God said he didn't tell her.
Okay, but what was she thinking?
But if he had told her, baby, I love you. I love the way you put it on me. But God told me, and this ain't got nothing to do with you. It's just me and God.
Okay, so
that might have stopped all the, is my butt too
well,
big?
Did he answer the question first time?
Oh.
Why she didn't just take his word for it?
Oh, Lord. Well, she kept nagging him.
Why did she have to say, why did he have to say, God told me not to tell?
Because he was being considerate of her feelings. I think sometimes you have to communicate because you know how the other person is sensitive or needy, so you have to give them just a little bit more. I think that's what makes a relationship work over time. Okay, so I'll give you this example right here. There's a comment. My daddy said Sunday, my wife was sick. I knew she was sick, but I was getting ready to go to church. Because, you know, he was going to church. But he took one look at her face, and her face said, are you getting ready to leave me and I'm sick? So I took off my clothes and got back into bed. That's understanding. That was communication. He did that for her because he knew he wasn't going to get no peace of mind and no dinner when he came back from church if he had left her. No, let me stop.
No, I'm going to say, no, he did that because he's a gentleman and a scholar. That's what a man would do if his wife's sick. And then sometimes, you know, he felt she was sick enough.
I don't know.
That was his wife was more priority than him going to church.
I think the clue was that she took one look at him and he recognized that look and he knew what he had to do.
No,
I think that comes from 30 years of marriage. I think.
Yeah, it could be 1 year. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but you should know. What I agree with your dad. That's what. Who wrote that?
Oh, this Sonia is relationship goals. You know, a lot of single people watch our show and they ask us to speak because they got goals in their relationship, and that's the reason why we do this show, so we can talk about humps and problems that may come up. So we may not have the perfect answer for you, but somebody else who's watching could have a good response that applies to you.
There you go.
Okay, that's why we don't give advice, so you stay prayed up. But we tell you to go back and watch old episodes of the show because people that follow us on YouTube, they still comment. And people that see it on Facebook, they still comment. And so you may see something that you like. Shout out to Rue Mayweather over in Texas. Hey.
Rue.
I think Rue is coming for the Fresh Book Festival next month.
Oh, yeah? Well, Rue need to give us some information about the alopecia. In September, the second week.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, third.
The third week. No, we the third week.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Rue comes in.
Oh, Rue. I'm sorry, Rue.
Thank you. The third weekend.
I'm thinking about.
That's all right. Rue.
Hey, I'm sorry, Rue. I'm thinking about the other lady that does the alopecia.
That's right. Now, Rue, if you're coming in for the Fresh Book Festival, you know the hotel that you're staying at, Daytona 1? That's the same hotel we gonna be in September, girl.
That's where she's staying?
Well, if she's coming in for Fresh, that's where all the Fresh folks are staying.
Oh, okay. Oh, she coming in for Fresh?
Yeah.
That's what you were saying. Oh, okay, Rue.
That's all right.
She's gonna be a vendor?
Where? At the Fresh Book Festival? Rue got like 50, 60 books that she's written.
I know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she is.
Congratulations, Rue.
Rue, put some information in the comment section. How can we get in touch with you to get your books? And are you coming? And if you are, girl, I got to see you. Got to spend some time together.
No, you're coming in September, too.
Okay. Well, why don't you ask her?
I am asking. That's all I am. Hey, Rue.
There you go. Oh, baby.
So that's communication.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rue,
Okay, do it again.
No, I ain't doing no.
No, go ahead. It's for Rue. It ain't for me.
She can hear me. Hey, Rue.
Yeah.
That's for you. But anyway, Rue, we would appreciate if you would make your presence known in September. You came to, how many you came to about 3, 4?
Well, we saw her an extra year, the year we went to Texas, and that's where we met her.
Right.
We all went out to get to dinner together. And then, yes, I think she's been with us 2 years in a row. For the Fresh Book Festival. So she family now.
Yes. So I hope you enjoyed yourself.
She got her website up there. Thank you.
Okay.
Y'all, please go to Rue's website. You will not believe the diversity in her books. In fact, I got one of them over there, but it's diversity.
Way over there.
Yes, my library is growing. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Okay, shout out. Got somebody else that's going to be at the Fresh Book Festival.
We're going to be at the Fresh Book Festival.
Right here.
I like to play this game. It's called VR Chat. VR Chat is a social platform where you can make friends, exercise, or even work on your social anxiety. I use it to go there, make friends, have fun, and wash all my worries away, if I have any, that is. I use VR Chat to calm down and make new friends, because real life, it's hard to make friends sometimes.
Is that the end?
This was a story by me, Sandra B.
Yeah, Sandra B. And she bringing her mama.
She's going to be there reading.
Yes, because this year's theme with Fresh Book Festival is Reading Revolution. Let me see if I can find it. What is it? There it is. Reading Revolution. And so I'm excited that folks are coming in for the Fresh Book Festival late February because schools are out. Some school districts are out. So kids can come and get children's books. Sandra's going to come and read. And we'll all get a chance to go to the film festival. Thursday night is the Fresh Film Festival. Friday and Saturday are the book festivals. And Angie B and Bartee Productions are honored to be returning as a sponsor again this year. We'll be on the red carpet interviewing the authors. Generally, Bartee is behind the camera and I get to stick my microphone in everybody's face. But every now and then, I get...
Now that was just for a practice shot, so she can see what it looked like.
Yeah. On that.
But now I can interview you if you would like.
You see
so you got a choice. You want me to interview you?
He can. He can.
I will.
At least he can stand on the red carpet and look dapper.
Yeah, hey, I'm going to interview Alan Jamila
Oh man,
when they come.
they won't be here for Fresh. They'll be on their cruise. What day y'all get back from your cruise, Jamila? I think that's why I was calling you last week.
Oh, they won't. Oh, okay,
You know,
okay,
they'll be on their cruise. We won't see them till later on. Gotta give a shout out tonight to Business with a Heart. Tahara Thompson is evangelist and founder. She does social media and event and business promotions. Search for Business with a Heart on Facebook. Every time I turn around, Business with a Heart is posting and sharing our posts. And I am very, very grateful for that. Very grateful. Okay, let's get back to the comments, y'all.
Back to the comments, communication.
Okay, Jamila says...
And what Jamila say?
She thinks the biggest problem a lot of times is we always assume. And she thinks we should never assume.
Yeah, because you know that word, assume. Yeah, you're right about that. We should never do that. I guess, I don't know about never, but, because, I don't know. Is there another word for assume?
I think I like what you told me years ago about half a man's battle. Can I tell it?
No, that's something, that ain't got nothing to do with this here.
Well, it does, because sometimes men assume that a woman is into them. Or
well, then he need to find out. He need to assume it. So that conversation is we seem like we're going to a different conversation.
Okay. Well, you go on to your conversation. Yeah. I'm listening.
I'm answering the questions. Now, understand, this is for entertainment purposes only. But do believe now, the answers that I give you, I mean, they coming from me.
The mouth of this
That's
man,
right.
And, yeah.
See,
inspired by the Holy Spirit and come out the mouth of this man.
Everybody's different.
Thank God.
I know I'm different.
Oh, Jesus.
I appreciate my wife, putting up with me. Mm-hmm. And I have my little kinks. I know that. Mm-hmm. I'm old school. And I don't think I'm gonna change out of that.
Don't be claiming that.
I ain't claiming. I'm being real. That's how I am. I mean, if things happen where you make decisions, when I say I'm still gonna be old school, regardless of the fact what comes up, I still got to make a decision. I still got to live by the decision. So just because I'm old school, that don't mean anything. Just I'm old school.
However, when you say you got to make a decision, and I'm trying to keep in consideration the old school philosophy. When you make a decision, is it always based upon or could it be a decision based upon a collective
my decision
situation?
Is based upon, it's collective, I would think, but it might not be a collective to the other person. They might not think my decision is good. So, I'll be at the...
Yeah, Sonya will be.
Yeah, she will. Yeah. That's what I'm saying with communication. Even when you communicate, you still sometimes have problems. That's what life's all about. Figuring out
the problems.
Yeah, you got to figure out the problems in your life. Like I say, even with communication sometimes, a lot of people, they say they understand, and, they agree to it and this and that, but sure, when they go out the house, go to wherever they at, sometimes, what the heck was he talking about? Or what was she talking about? I just shook my head, agreed to it, because, y'all know how that go.
Okay, so we got somebody that says, why is it the decision is always final? Don't I have something to say in the decision? That's a part of the miscommunication, ain't it?
The decision. They don't have to be. They hope this ain't turned into a man bashing.
No.
Okay.
It could be. Okay. Think about it. If you tell your child sit down and eat them green beans, that's what. No, not eating the green beans. Parents make decisions for their children all the time. Children that can't say nothing about it, they need to do it, or they gonna be living somewhere else.
Okay.
So this ain't about a man bashing. This is about miscommunication between couples. And a couple could be a parent and a child.
Okay, what's this last word thing?
Well,
Because everything depends on the conversation. Like, it do. I mean, who needs to have the last word? Some people like that. You can say something. Sometimes, me and my wife, we go through that. Sometimes you don't have to really say anything. You argue or you having a disagreement. You listen. And sometimes my wife, to me, she'll seem like she won't have the last word. So I won't say nothing. But, in out my mouth, but I'll be saying in my mind, because you got to stop it at a point, because then you keep going back and forth. That ain't gonna do no good. But the main thing is,
somebody don't know you on the air. Don't answer it, because we got to play this about this upcoming conference. Okay, let me find it right quick, and then we'll be back, y'all.
Did I what?
Many are called, but few are chosen. On January 28th, 2023 at 3 o'clock p.m., you are invited to join Christians Merging Together Ministries, as this foundation brings women of God in unity working together. Attend this Volusia County revival at Master's Domain Church of God in Christ, located at 511 Fremont Avenue in Daytona Beach. Your host for this occasion is Pastor Sammy L. Jackson, whose mission is connecting the body of Jesus Christ and expecting revival for Volusia County, Florida, the United States, and outermost parts of the earth. For more information, call 386-220-5395 or search for cmtn.daytona on Facebook. Let's prepare to witness our nation change as souls are saved. That's 386-220-5395. 386-220-5395.
Yeah, my son. Anyway, as I was saying, it's just
miscommunication between couples. I think it happens more than we think it does.
Well, yeah, because Jamila, we got to find another word for assume, because all you can do is take a person's word for what they say. I mean, but that's another thing about communication. You got to communicate the truth, and the truth will set you free.
Yeah.
But then again, whose truth is? Life is something else. Life ain't no joke. But you just got to keep living. You just got to keep working on the problems that you have, and communication is one of them. Really, it really is. But you can't never give up.
The comment on the screen says that somebody was right because the term "because I said so" isn't a valid period to a conversation. You know how some parents be like, your kid like, well, Dad, can we go do this? And Dad be like, nah. And the kid be like, why not? And Dad, because I said so. Okay, so does that, because I said so, respect the child's feelings, or does it just put a period to it and then lead to more miscommunication between?
Well, son, you're right. I mean, a lot of people, because I say so, yeah, you say that, because some things, a child do, you still should explain, just like put your hand over a fire, you're going to get burnt. So if your child doing that, you go, hey, don't do that, boy, because I said so, or whatever. And you didn't go and explain that, that's fire, and you put your hand over it now, it's going to burn you. I can understand what she's saying just because I say so. I mean, we do that a lot.
Especially if you tell me it could burn me and I don't know what a burn is.
Yeah, that's yeah.
And I think that's why some kids continue to go do things because they try. What is?
Seven.
There you go.
Yeah, that's for
This cord got a short in it, so when you touch it, it go. All right.
We do this. We do family wise. Need to explain more. I guess it falls in line too with a relationship.
Okay, so
people.
Rue says it's about respecting each other's differences. Sometimes you have to leave it there and move on. Thank you, Rue. I do appreciate it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
Yeah, sometimes you have to leave it there and move on. But yeah, but eventually, Rue, I think it needs to be cleared up. Don't keep nothing in your mind. I don't think, no way. You gotta resolve that issue, else it'll keep coming up.
And sometimes I think for me, it continues to come up because I don't understand. So I continue to ask the same question in different ways. That's the way I comprehend. I realized in high school, math class, I think, the teacher was like, okay, the formula is ABC. And I'm like, was it always ABC or can you throw in some D, E, F? No, it's always ABC. But I can't figure out how A, B, and C get to this answer. So can we figure a different way? No, it's always ABC. So I keep asking questions. And yes, sometimes it could turn into nagging. Well, how and when and why and how? And I think sometimes that's why the Holy Spirit falls upon certain people. Because, okay, so you got a child, the child just keep talking and bugging you and asking, and finally, if you wise, you stop what you're doing and sit down with that child and say, okay, let's have a conversation. What's going on? And then the child can, and I think that's what the Holy Spirit does sometimes. We keep asking, God, can you help me? God, can you? And finally, a revelation can come upon you where you're like, I get it now.
Well, yeah, some people comprehend things differently.
Yes.
Yeah, that's, and so.
But if you love that person, you're patient with them.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on me with. Patience and
it is a virtue. Are you virtuous?
I have some. I have some patience. But anyway, yeah, you have to. Hopefully our viewers and listeners getting something out of this conversation tonight. We thank all our listeners for pitching in and contributing. Yeah, that's what it's all about, really. Again, I'm sorry I look sort of tired. I watched the movie last night. Thought it was going to be good. Last till 3 o'clock. The ending was, and then I couldn't even get to sleep. So I still ain't had no sleep. Then I promised to get a room painted. So I started painting on that.
Thank you. I would have helped you.
I know you would have.
Okay.
But anyway.
Shout out to Levi Long, Sickle Cell. Their awareness telethon is coming up. It really, really is. If you or someone have sickle cell, or if you've never even heard of sickle cell, we would like to hear from you, please, ma'am, and please, sir. You can write a letter, send comments, send some photos, or even do a video. And please send it to volusiabusinesswomen@gmail.com. That's volusiabusinesswomen@gmail.com. Shout out to the young woman who sent us this next video. It's really sincere and from the heart.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi, my name is Sonia Bennett, and I reside in Detroit, Michigan. When I was growing up, I used to walk to my former church, Hartford Memorial Baptist Church, and there was a building right there on James Cousins Highway called the Sickle Cell Anemia Building. I had absolutely no idea what this building was about. I didn't know what sickle cell was. I didn't know why sometimes I would see people going into it who looked like they were in pain. I knew nothing about it. And as I got older, I learned that one of my favorite singing groups, TLC, had a member in that group that had sickle cell. Her name was T-Boz, and she would talk about, as years went on, that there were times she would be backstage and in so much pain that she couldn't go out and perform, but she would push through the pain because she knew that her fans were looking forward to seeing her. And she really was the face of TLC, and she still is. T-Boz, I have a lot of respect for you for fighting through that pain of sickle cell. At this time in my life, I still don't know a lot about the disease. However, I have had my daughter tested because her father passed away when she was about 2 years old, and I don't know if that was a trait that he carried. I know that I don't carry the trait, but I also know that the different strains of sickle cell can show up even without there being generational traits. My suggestion is for you to look into the area that you live in and see if there is a sickle cell anemia center near you or that can give you any information about it. Other than that, I pray for everyone who carries the disease, and I'm praying for your pain, praying your pain is managed, and that one day we'll have a cure.
Thank you so much, Sonia. I appreciate that. It was really, really sincere. And when we talk about communication problems between couples, the Levi Long Sickle Cell Association here in Volusia County, Kiana Griffith, she taught us something that goes along with this conversation. She said that sometimes sickle cell patients are in so much pain, they really can't communicate. They just in pain. They're in crisis. And so they go to the hospital, and the miscommunication comes in effect because the medical providers think that they're drug seeking, think that they're going through some kind of withdrawal or something. So Kiana Griffin is an advocate. She will go to the hospital with them and say, these are my credentials. This patient is with me. This is what's going on with them. This is what you need to do. She says, get them some warming blankets, get them some, hydrate them. I mean, get them started and get them going. And when you have miscommunication between a patient and a medical provider, that's some crap. That's some crap. She said she has seen sickle cell patients sitting over in the waiting room for hours waiting to be seen because somebody just said, oh, they must be drug seeking. Hey, Shekinah Downs is watching y'all, girls. Good to see you. I appreciate you. Shekinah may have something to say about tonight's topic, miscommunication among couples. We've determined that a couple could be like Samson and Delilah. There was miscommunication. Delilah kept asking him questions, and he didn't answer.
He answered. He told her. It wasn't none of her business.
He didn't
Where
answer
he got his strength from.
the way she wanted to hear.
Yeah, that's what the problem was.
Then we've talked about parents. A lot of times parents will say, because I said so, and that ain't a valid period to the conversation. Ain't that right, Sonya? And then Dad said, sometimes you be getting ready to do your thing, but then the other person will just give you that look, and it's time to, change your plan to accommodate the other person's plan. Okay, shout out to Megan Ellis. How's baby June and little Peach? Megan is the mama of the baby that was dancing at
Oh,
the
hey,
wedding.
hey, Megan.
She was getting it. She was getting it. She was getting it.
She was getting it. Baby big now, I was told.
Baby big, and baby is a big sister. So
that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Congratulations again.
Yep, she said getting so big. Oh, I just know Angeline is thrilled to be their godmother. You know, when your children grow up and they take responsibility for something else or someone else, it's a beautiful thing.
Angela has a big heart.
Oh, she does. She does. Okay, next statement comes from Rue, because we're talking about
Rue.
miscommunication. Rue says clarity is the key in communication. Clarity. Don't be mumbling.
That's why I say I don't be mumbling.
Well, you used to
You
mumble.
clean your ears out. What you need to do.
And you went with me when they washed my ears out. So, I mean, when we first met, it was a lot of hand in front of the mouth and a lot of mumbling.
Well,
You used to.
I really, when I'm driving, you know how people talking, my eyes on the road. You know, you try to look at the person
and when
talking
you're singing.
to you. I don't sing I don't sing like that.
Okay, so back to Ruth. She said clarity is key. Just say what needs to be said with love.
With love.
Oh, baby.
You love somebody and you say something, ain't that with love? But, okay, I know what you mean.
But your feet still stink, baby.
Well, that's all right.
Baby.
You ain't said it with love.
Okay.
You telling everybody my feet stink.
I'm just
my
saying.
feet don't stink. Now, sometimes I wear these shoes
with no socks.
With no socks. You know, so you know what's going to happen. So, but I watched the soul thing come out, and I watched that, and I still wear with no socks.
Okay.
Good. But anyway, what'd she say?
Ruth said, make sure your partner understands what you're saying, not what he or she thinks you saying. No more passes. Let's make it clear. I appreciate that, Ruth. I think that's the best comment.
Make it clear. Make it clear. Understand.
And
make
not
it clear.
just because, well, this is the way I said it,
and
you need to
how you gonna
understand
make
it the
it clear?
way I said
Well,
it.
that person still don't understand.
Then
how you gonna make it clear?
The person still asks questions.
You can continue to ask questions.
Maybe y'all could take a break and get a glass of water and try it again. Maybe you could use different words. Different words. Oh, let's hear what Shekinah says.
What's Shekinah say?
A lot of times people listen to a response instead of listening to understanding. You got to get the understanding.
Right.
Okay, so let's.
That means you gotta let the person talk so you can hear it. Just don't say anything. Just let them get it out before you. No, I ain't gonna say I'm assuming. You gonna say don't say, but I'm thinking that's what you saying. You know, sometimes person is speaking on something, and then you cut in and say da-da-da-da. They wouldn't even finish talking. Is that what you talking about?
And it could be, and it could be. We just gonna put it out there. It could be. If you say something to me 1 minute and then the next minute you say something different, I'm confused. Which way are we doing it? And how did it change? Why did it change?
Because I say so.
Oh! Thank you, Carolyn Sanders James. Carolyn is watching. She calls us
white change.
An awesome couple. Thank you so much.
Hey, Carolyn.
We're going to see Carolyn.
Where's she from?
We're going to see Carolyn at the Fresh Book Festival. We see her every year at the Fresh Book Festival, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm bad with names, Carolyn. Forgive me.
She in the Donna Gray Banks camp. So
okay.
We see her. We see her. Yes.
Oh, I know. Hey, Carolyn. I'm sorry.
Yep. So then Megan is laughing at us. I'm sorry, Megan. Sometimes you got to laugh at these issues.
I ain't laughing. I ain't joking. Why are you laughing at me? I'm sensitive.
And needy?
No, you needy.
I'm needy.
And sensitive.
I'm needy. Okay, so then Megan says, that's true. My therapist said she can't be mad at her husband for not knowing what she needs if she not telling him what she needs.
Yeah, there you go.
Assuming that he's supposed to know.
There you go. But some things husbands are supposed to know.
Like what? Y'all don't know nothing if we
You
don't
crazy. You're supposed to know. I mean, you're supposed to pay attention to your wife just like the wife supposed to pay attention to your husband.
tell you. And
Shoe size, color, little stuff like that you should know. I mean, just
What
like
about
my wife.
Yeah.
Take my wife. Now,
Yeah.
I go in the bathroom, toilet tissue. Now, I like the tissue where you can pull it off.
Oh Lord.
Majority of the time when she put it on where you had to pull it down from under.
You just need
See,
to
I
be glad
noticed
I'm
little
putting it
stuff
on.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
See, but do I go ahead and when I want it back, you know, when I'm putting toilet tissue on, did I put it on the way she do it? No, because I like, you know, I could do that, but that's how, evidently, I don't know if that's how she like it, but majority of the time when she puts it on, that's what it is. So you gotta watch little stuff like that. That's what I'm saying.
Glad we got
That ain't
toilet
only
paper.
you observe, and you should get, you know, food that she eats. I know what food my wife likes. I know the kind of milk she likes. You know, little things.
But other little things we got to keep up with. For example, you know, I gave up sugar. Okay. And I added a protein drink as a meal replacement.
Yeah.
And so I'm up 5:36 a.m.
Yeah.
Right? So I get to drinking my water, do my meal replacement. By the time you up at 10 o'clock, you like, come on.
I'll be up before 10 o'clock.
Okay, 9:45. Come on, let's go to Denny's.
I'll be up, but I'll be in the bed because nothing to do. I'm retired.
And I'm like, I don't want, you must be trying to keep me fat. I had
No,
my
I
breakfast.
don't do that.
I had my breakfast. I don't need for you to be enticing me. Take me out somewhere.
Okay. Now you go. We go on the weekends now. If we go out, she'll do that. I mean, she work all day and she be in the house working, and I don't feel like cooking. I know she don't feel like cooking. So some mornings, if we gotta run to the doctor, while we out to the doctor, we stop and get eat.
In between. Okay, Megan said yes. Megan, everyone's needs are different. You're absolutely right. Some people need more time to understand when other people just want to drop a bomb and walk out the room.
Yeah, there you go. My wife, she like that. I asked her, we be talking. I gotta wait about 25 minutes before I get an answer. But you know, it's a normal thing. Ain't nothing changed. She still do that. Ain't nothing gonna change because it's been doing that for the longest. So I understand that. So you gotta pick up. Man, gotta pick up. Just like women gotta pick up get little things. You know that she does and that he does.
Shakana says you won't understand if you're spending all your time trying to think of a response. You are absolutely right, Shakana. I do spend time trying to think of a response. And I don't know how to expedite that. For example, if he asks me what I want to eat, I'm thinking, do I want chicken? Do I want fish? And then where do I want to eat it from? And so he's waiting on a response. I think I could work on giving a quicker response.
No,
but if not, I'm just gonna say I don't know.
We do that a lot. I'm sure everybody do that about food. Where you want to eat? I don't know where you want to eat. We do that a lot. So, but it's not so much about food. But you just got to pick up little signs. You got little things. Now, some things that that you really need to pick up is behavior things. You know, like I know my wife is needy and sensitive. So some things, I gotta watch what I say.
You sure better.
I'm not a bad person. I don't curse or nothing like that. I mean, when I'm mad at her, I shouldn't say mad, when we have a disagreement. But I guess some of the words that I use, not the words, the tone.
The look on your face.
Well, I look like this. Look like I'm mad all this. I've been heard that. I woke up like this. And I can't help it. But anyway, it's just some of the reactions. It's the tone of my voice when I say it.
Okay, this is another question that came in, and I appreciate the Lord for showing me how to bring it together. The question was, how can we stay on the same topic without having a miscommunication? I'm saying A, he's saying B. We ain't getting nothing done. How can I stay on the same topic? And I get that because I'll be asking you, do you want chicken with your salad? And you'll be saying, well, what we gonna drink with it? And I'm like, what the that drinking got to do with
I
the
don't
chicken?
remember. No.
That's just an example.
I don't remember that example. Whoa,
It's
okay,
an example. It's an example. It's an
Okay.
example. So my question is to you is one thing. Then you ask me a question that ain't got nothing to do with it, and then we just don't eat because I don't know what and you don't.
Well, that ain't happened.
But that's a
That ain't happened.
miscommunication.
That's
so the question is, how do I stay on the topic when the other person is asking me something that ain't got, it's off topic?
Well, you just tell a person, hey, no, I just did that.
Yeah.
A couple times we was talking.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
Night.
We ain't talking. I'm talking about now.
Oh, okay.
And you don't remember.
Shikana says, Angie B, you are right. Taking a break is a great thing. If it gets too heated, take a break, then come back in. Okay, how do we do that, Shikana? Do we just get up and walk out the room when the other person's like, hey? Or can you mutually say, okay, baby, let's take a break and come back in 30 minutes? Can we maybe do that? Because when one person just walks away, the other person is like, hang in. I'm just.
She's talking about me.
I'm just asking.
I get like that. That's one of my perks. After I have had a conversation, and to me, if it's not, I really don't like drama. And I don't like to explain myself over and over again. And sometimes my wife seems a little bit slow in understanding. Not that I got to be right all the time, but I'm thinking what I'm saying is, part of communication. But
you thinking what you saying,
right? That she's understanding it. So
and if
I gotta go over and over, I don't really do that.
Tonight's topic is miscommunication among couples. I know a young woman who was best friends with a woman. And this has probably happened over and over again. They were best friends for a long time. The friend said something to her about her man. It had something to do with money, I think. And they fell out for years. Did not speak, did not. So something brought them back together again. And when they talked about that, they realized they completely misunderstood each other. Miscommunication among couples can tear up families, can tear up friendships, can just tear stuff up. I know sisters right now that are still not as close as they used to be because one misunderstood and thought something was supposed to be for them and not shared. So
that's why they call it miss.
Jamila said, I'll tell you how to end that argument or that discussion. Just don't put it on and let him do it all the time. That's what I do. Well,
just don't put it on.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. You don't like the way I do the dishes? You do it. You don't like the way...
No, I don't think she's talking about that.
All right.
Because it's totally different.
Let him do it all the time.
I'll do.
Rue Mayweather is laughing out loud. She said the important part is having the toilet paper. That's right. Over, under is better than nothing. But
hey, over. It's easier to do it over than you. I don't know. It might be easy for some. Evidently, she likes to come down with. I guess because I don't know.
It don't make me no difference.
But that's gonna be a quiz next at the Beauty Bazaar.
Oh Lord,
we're gonna have games this time.
All I know.
So y'all remember that. Remember that.
Because I'm trying to submit. I'm trying to submit and keep peace in my home. So if he want it that way, I'll do it. Which way is it?
No, it don't make a difference. I'm just saying that I recognize things the way you do. Men should recognize things that their wife does, or girlfriend does, or whatever.
One more thing.
That's how she do. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to think about it. You just do how you've been doing it.
Shikana said we should mutually agree and communicate that we need a break. Okay, no more up and walking away.
That ain't what she said.
She said mutually agree and communicate that you need a break.
But I said that, lad. I said that. I said we need to talk about this tomorrow.
Shikana also said you cannot stonewall and shut down after the other person has expressed themselves.
You shouldn't stonewall and shit down.
You should not become that turtle that Sonya talked about earlier.
What Sonya talk about turtle?
Where's that comment earlier? Sonya said something
Sonya
about,
don't know what she talking about.
You don't know. Okay, she said,
What'd she say?
Sometimes one part of the couple is a turtle, and they stay away from their partner.
Turtles do that?
When they hurting. And the other part of the couple feels that they're avoiding them or they're mad at them.
Yeah, that can happen.
Same
Sonya.
thing she kind of said.
Yeah, that can happen a bunch of times. That's why we're talking about communication and miscommunication. Mm-hmm. That's why they call it miss. You know, when you don't hit the target, you miss. Hey, get that? That's right on time with it. That's why it's miss. Yeah, see? I can interview just like my wife does. You want me to interview y'all? I will be on the red carpet.
All right, so shout out to Laretha Simon, Lolo's social media promotions. Laretha has been posting and tagging all week long. Thank God. I do.
Lolo.
I do appreciate you, Laretha. And again, we are raising money for the Levi Long Sickle Cell Association. If you or someone you know has been affected by sickle cell, please consider making a donation. Somebody wants to know what the donations are for. The donations are so the Levi Long Sickle Cell Association can go around and test people for sickle cell. Now, it may be amazing to some of y'all because we all got married a long time ago, but years ago, you used to have to take a blood test before you could get married.
Yeah.
Now, the first time I was married was October 1988. And my mother was saying, you got to take a blood test. But when it was time to get my license, they were like, oh, no, we just eliminated that law. You ain't got to do it. Well, the blood test was to see who had a sickle cell trait. Because your trait and my trait could mean full sickle cell in our children. But if you don't know, you don't know if you got the trait. You don't know. You don't know. So please, ma'am, please, sir, consider making a generous donation to the Levi Long Sickle Cell Association. We are grateful. The information is down at the bottom of the screen. The goal was 800. We have had a few donations that have trickled in, and we are grateful for everything that the Lord places upon our heart to do. Very special shout out today to Coach Kim.
Look at Kim.
Kim look good in this picture. She sure do. Coach Kim is with Better New Nutrition, and she helped me to start my meal replacement journey. She sent us, that shaker cup that I got, the green one.
Yes, I do.
And she sent some drinks, powdered drinks that I was able to add.
Yes.
And so for the first week, I replaced my breakfast with a drink. And so now I'm working on replacing my dinner or my nighttime snack with a drink. Because, sometimes we have to take our medicine at bed with a snack. And we know sometimes the snack could go from a handful of nuts to nuts and cheese and crackers and salami and potato chips. And that's a meal. So I am working on replacing my evening snack with a drink. And so thank you very much.
Give them carrots, some celery sticks.
Thank you very much. Protein helps tremendously.
That's not protein?
We are inviting you now to place your ad in our virtual directory. The book tour is coming to El Segundo, California. We talked to a couple people who said, I can't make it to California, but I want to be introduced to your attendees. I said, okay, you can get an ad in our directory. Full page is $50. Business card is $20. If we've already done business together, get the business card size and we'll give you a full page ad. Okay? The directory will be applied to our website, and pages in the directory are already posted on social media. And then we've got the video of the tour directory. It looks like this. we've got more ads that are in the souvenir directory because it is definitely growing. But I also have to understand that my husband's show is coming on soon, so we got to cut this show a little bit short.
Yes.
We want to thank everybody that was watching and that added comments, because I thank God for this show. There are more things that need to be discussed, and we get a chance to discuss them. Yes, toilet paper roll, Jamila. I will work on the toilet paper roll.
Hold on now. I'm not asking my wife to change what she does.
I can do that.
Don't get the wrong impression.
Don't ask me to cook, but I can fix the toilet paper.
I'm just saying, men, we notice things that our wife does. I mean, I know she likes yellow. I know the color yellow that she likes. I know, like I said, the milk. I mean, little things that you should know.
How you doing, girl?
I don't want it to change for me just because I ain't. Hey,
but I can
change.
change.
Think I'm no bad guy now. I'm stuck in the 70s, but I don't run my thing like that. You know? I watch Superfly movies. Anyway, I ain't gonna go into that. But
we got a couple of special announcements. Yes, next Friday the 20th, we will be with Shekinah Downs. I don't know why, but Shekinah's singles wanna spend a little time with us.
I don't know why either. They might want to stay single when we get finished. I don't know.
So Vivian says she'll see us at Shekinah's. I guess Shekinah been telling folks we coming.
Oh yeah.
What you want us to talk about, Vivian? Put it in the chat.
Just ask questions and we answer the questions.
And I will do my best not to take all day coming up with an answer.
No, that's on you and the people that you talking to.
How much time we got?
That's.
So praise God. This year we are celebrating our 10-year anniversary. God brought us together 10 years ago, and it's a beautiful thing. My husband is taking us on an 8-day cruise to celebrate our anniversary. If you want to go with us, we'll give you the number. You can call and book it yourself. You can join us on our 10-year anniversary cruise. Hear more about our story. We'll be there August 4th through the 12th on Mariner of the Seas. So we'll talk about that at Shekinah's next Friday when we go to talk to the singles. I am honored to have been your wife for 9.5 years, almost 10 years. August will be 10 years.
Well, I'm blessed to be your husband. God put us together. It's in the book. When we have these book seminars,
yeah,
I think we give too much away because people still ain't buying the book. We tell too much. But from now on, I got it figured out. I'm going to just say a little bit, then I'm going to say, buy the book, please.
He told our publisher, we don't sell no books.
We sell books, but, I understand now. Our love story, people don't want, y'all got your own love story. You don't, what you care about somebody else's. But, it's just a thing for those who are interested in just how we do things. Like we had this show, it's kind of interesting for you. I understand.
And when we're on our tour stops, the Lord always sends us the perfect alternative couples. Like when we were in Michigan, we had a couple that joined in with us that had been married 6 years, but together for 13. And then my parents were there. My dad is a serial married person. He was married for 30 years to my mom, and now he married almost 30 years to my extra mom. So that's a man that loves to be married.
He's a real gentleman
to be married.
Too.
Yeah.
Now things he do now, hey. And he's what? How old? He's
77.
8 years older than me, or
77.
7 years older than me.
And been married.
7 years older than me.
Yeah,
and he old school too, but he was old school. I'm a street old school. He's a church old school.
Is there a difference?
Yeah, there's a difference.
Maybe that's the topic of next week's
conversation.
Okay, it's time to go.
All right, now moving on.
Yeah, and I know my dad is gone because it's past 8 o'clock. And my cup is empty. I got to get some more water. So if it is the Lord's will, we will see y'all again next week on another episode of Getting Over the Hump with Angie B and Bartee. Love you.
Love you back.
What's in your cup?